What is going on, y'all? This your boy Rich Latta here, back with another beat breakdown video. Today we're going to be taking a look at Starship Enterprise from Swerve City, off their album. The last song in the album, kind of the core, I would say, that the album is built around. And this track is a one I specifically made for Swerve. So my mentality when I was making this beat here was, I think me and Swerve had listened to like a bunch of like ASAP stuff. He's a real big fan of ASAP, and he was looking for something like kind of hard hitting but like mellow at the same time, not really like too busy, but at the same time, something that can get a rise out of people. So I made this beat one day, sent it to him, and told him, I was like, hey, go ahead and listen to this in the car when you play it and see what you think. And it was everything you hear on the beat, but the big synths in the chorus, which we're going to explain in a moment. So let's see how this tastes real quick. Not bad at all. But yeah, so without further ado, let's get to the production, and I'm going to take you guys into FL Studio here. All right, so now we got FL Studio pulled up. Let me grab my headphones real quick. Take another little sip. This wine's like, it's all right. I feel like it needs to be a little bit sweeter, but I mean, it's all right, you know. So the basis of this beat is built around the GMS, which is a stock sound in FL Studio. We're working with 115 beats per minute. If you don't know what GMS looks like, it's this right here. I did some musical typing on this, and this is the sound that we're left with. And that right there gives you a real chilled out, mellow vibe that I think, is very inspiring, because it's not too busy. All you have to do is fill it in with the lyrics like Swerve and TZ did. So the next portion of the beat we're going to play, I'm just going to bring in each instrument here. We've got our kick. Everything's real slow and relaxed. Brought in another snare here. And I've got another snare here, which is just for some variance and just something that, will get your head nodding a little bit. So from there, we got a quick two-step hi-hat pattern. Didn't want it to be too complicated with all the rolls and the slides. So let's take a listen. So from there, need a little 808 on there. Needed to make sure that it felt, like it bammed, because I wanted it to ultimately be relaxing but big at the same time. And I didn't really know how this beat would really, like, the power of it, until I heard it live for the first time at a concert, and it was like 10 times crazier than I imagined. So and the key of the 808 isn't like a normal one. It like starts high and then goes low. Usually you start low and then go high, but it goes high and it gives you a little bit different bounce. So up next, I like to put goofy sounds in some of my beats. A dope beat, if you guys check out on the channel a little bit further back, I put an elephant in that one. This time I used a crow, which is like, it's just weird. This is how the crow sounds individually. See if I can pull it up on the screen. That's what it sounds like right there. So, it's like we're out in nature somewhere. Another key part of this beat was the arcade, and this is where we got the just spacious vibe, and it's fitting that this song ended up being called Starship Enterprise for such a spacious vibe. So we got some vocal chops here, and this is what they sound like. One other thing I missed, let's go back and talk about the GMS real quick. This was, I know some of you guys want to see the actual chords in here. It's nothing more than, it looks like a D minor, which looks to be like, if you are a musical typist, as I am, that's your X, V, and N. Oh, let's go up another octave to C5. Yep. So that plays your D, F, and A. Real basic right there. So at this point, I'm kind of riding right here. I send this to Swerve right here, and I'm like, hell yeah, I got one. I think this sounds dope. I'm not going to add anything else to it. And from here, he has some thoughts on it. I want you guys to take a listen to what Swerve says before we get into the next part of the beat.
So I remember when Rich sent me this beat, I thought it was smooth. It was crazy. It cranked. It's something you could ride to. Is pretty much what he actually said in the text. It was something you can ride to and cruise to. And if you hear right here, this version of it, it doesn't have the synth in the back on the hook. And as you can tell, I'm a big Tyler Creator fan right here. Boom. He always adds that synth. It's a sharp thing. It's a sharp sound that takes it from here, from the hook, where we have the hook, and where we have, like, the regular verses and stuff. It takes the hook way up here to a different level when that synth hits. And that's what I wanted. I wanted that galaxy sound, that spacious sound, where you're like in a laser attack and you're on a trip and you're not even on this planet anymore. And that's what Rich provided, man.
Appreciate that, Swerve. So from there, what we did was added in that kind of synth that he was talking about. So I used a sound, I believe I got it out of the Xpan 2, which is like the dopest plugin for cheap that you can like find out there. It's always on sale. One day they will hit me with a sponsorship. I'm going to speak it into existence. So this may have been a preset. This may have been something I put together, but real, like, Lil Jon 2004, yeah, Young Bloods, you don't give a damn, we don't give a, So when I added that in, this is the pattern that we ended up going with in there. So this one's a little bit more complicated. Kept it still in that same D, but I used all the things that I was using anyway. That's a little trick for producers. So that takes you all the way up, all the way back down, and then when you put them all together, we've got a brilliant masterpiece that sounds like this. and that right there is Starship Enterprise. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked it, enjoyed it, just hit me with a like on there. That's all I'm asking. If you want to subscribe, that's up to you. Can't really change your mind. If you want to guess which wine I was drinking, please do it in the comments. So it was a little flat, it wasn't, too, it was like it kind of just grabbed you, but I know it's a weird description, but it was not really fruity, and it was kind of regular. And this is, the color of it. So let me know what you think. Anyway, this is Rich. I'm up out of here. I'll holler at y'all next time. Peace.